Welcome back to round 5 action. We really hope all your fantasy surf teams are doing epic at this event. A very important stop of the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. Michel Bourez taking on Josh Kerr. We've seen this in a final in the past in West Oz when Michel took his first CT victory. That same accolade was on the line for Josh Kerr, and he finished runner-up, and he was so frustrated getting that close to taking out a major win. After a pretty tough start on the tour, since he's sitting pretty far back on the rankings. During the break, Josh got started.
Josh Kerr, ton of speed. What's he got for us? Projects down that line, that big carve. Sets up that inside section. And we saw him go to the air earlier, and again, he makes it happen. So pretty good start for Josh Kerr.
But it seems like these performance-based waves where he can feature that big power hack off the top, or where he gets his best results on tour. Bourez on his opening ride. Power snap to get down the line. Draws it all the way back to the pocket. This right-hander is going to stop short onto the bricks.
Wow, that was a tough finish, but he pulls it off. In your program happening there. They've now been united with Hawaii as we watch the replay here. Michel Bourez, you know, that quick snap. We've been watching that all morning long. Then that carve, and then this climbs a wall of water and completes it. So 3-turn combo, the youth, and gives them opportunity, you know, educates them how to compete. So it's a great program.
Always fun to see the next generation that we'll see on tour. This is Josh Kerr picking off a great wave. Nice steezy drift off the top. He'll blow the tail out again. 2 exciting maneuvers, and he's got plenty of room. Blows the tail out on that carve to tail release. It's going to double up on this inside track. There's a big carve in. Now he's just trying to pick his finishing move. He's going to go for a big full rotation, but misses the grab.
And then that kind of got him off kilter, so he missed the grab. But you know what? A lot of the damage done on the outside here as he drops in a nice overhead wave, connects with the lip right there, drifts the fins, sets it up. You see that little adjustment off the bottom turn was allowing him to pick right where he wanted to hit, and then there, power move. So a nice mix of maneuvers. Wave starts to slow up again, sets up the inside section here, and you can see he wanted the air for the finish. And there's that section. He gave him some pop, but he just didn't get the grab. Board went flat on him, wasn't able to connect with it.
And then he kind of went away from kind of that pro junior mold, went air show route, free surfing trips, video guy, and then became a top 10 guy in the championship tour. Michel Bourez from deep on the point, sits on the roof, big float, big wind up, vertical climb gets him out in front. Beautiful moves from the Tahitian, and right there on the rebound he goes down.
Wow, that was a mistake. And
where we stop later on this season in September. Let's see what happened to Michel Bourez here. He had a great start.
Yeah, he did. And this wave had a good line to it. He had a nice healthy mix with the snap and then the float, late climb, float again, but that board just drifting off of it with speed, the big roundhouse cutback, and that was it. I think he took the eye off the ball slightly. And mostly power, though, has really got his major points in. And that's good to see from Josh Kerr, but there's that end move.
Coming right out of that into the live action, full rotation alley-oop, and sliding out is Josh Kerr.
Painstaking, but I mean, if you're wanting to win, and I think winning is pretty fun, so you got to let it pass sometimes.
When you don't have priority, you can take anything you want. Kersey's up. Getting his form off the bottom and off the top. Nice easy pace. Looking for something big. He's heating up. He sees the ramp. And here comes the wind-up. Throw tail reverse. He'll sit on that one for the finish.
And trying to improve on that 6.33. You got to compare it to that. Let's take a look at it. Midway out, this wave did have a great line, and so he had a nice strong move on the outside, though. That was solid. Straight to the bottom, combos it up. So a combination of major moves, gets a third one. And then here, he chases it down. But this air, pretty good. You know, it's not a full rotation. He lands backwards and then rotates around off the nose of the board. Great technique for that air reverse. And again, this is that angle looking directly at it. You get to see the wall in front. Those deep bottom turns definitely help out in making those maneuvers stronger. And then here you see just chasing it down. I mean, you kind of need to do that to get enough speed. But there, look at the technique. The grab, nose picks, and then releases. He's done that so many times, knows that rotation so well. And he rides out clean.
Josh Kerr now watching Michel Bourez get started. Big power car for the Tahitian. Big float. Now he's coming around the corner here. Big section, already going to be his finish. He goes for the reverse, but he's down. Forcing Bourez to surf in round 5, and he's still looking to work it out here.
Yep, and you know, we were talked about not letting that affect him. I mean, you have to just start off fresh coming into a heat. And right now he's coming from behind, so it's going to be a little bit different than what he was used to. As he goes for his own version of his air reverse, not able to stomp it though, so it won't. I don't think it'll factor into his top 2. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll see a bump up for Thursday. Again, winds are a little dicey as far as the forecast is concerned.
Now Josh Kerr taking advantage of the swell increase. Already throws down his first turn. Set up snap to cover some ground. Hard off the bottom. A lengthy blowtail off the top.
That was cool. That was a unique approach and a unique drift. Definitely some difficulty involved in that. I see drops in, had priority. Again, was able to attack the lip. Almost stuffed the nose, but kept it alive here. Down the line, gets up and over, and that was that drift. So nice, you know, and again, trying to improve on a 7.10.
If Bourez wants it, he can have it. He has priority. The Tahitian needs an 8.34 to take the lead off Kersey. Michel's beat Josh twice out of 3 previous one-on-one matchups. He wants to keep that lead. Michel's up. Nice big float. Body torque wrap off the top of the Tahitian. Late hit on the float and another fall for Michel Bourez. And it's a big difference with points on the cheap leaderboard if you can make that jump. During the break, Michel got a wave here, Pete.
Yeah, he did. And it was down the line. And he gets that drift of the fins. That was beautiful stuff. Big power arc. So a nice mix, but only the 2 moves. So will not factor in for Michel Bourez. You can see
Michel Bourez needs an 8.34. Fun looking wave. Starting to line up here. It's up to Kersey if he wants to keep Michel off this one. Michel steps off quickly, doesn't want to get an interference, but there's nothing left for Josh Kerr, so that's working in the Tahitian's favor.
It sure was. That was a nice work there by Michel to sell that wave.
Massive crowds that want to meet their heroes in the backyard of the surf industry right there in Orange County. 3 minutes to go here. Bourez needing a score of an 8.34 to turn this around. Nice lengthy rooftop float. Bourez with that power wrap in the pocket. Great timing. Snaps it high up the lip. He'll punch that climb out and actually ditch his fins, making it a major maneuver. And now stretches us out down the line with a big frontside float. Meanwhile, Kersey got a wave right behind this one.
A 7.10. And they were both surfing at the same time, but look at this. He's got a ton of speed. Expect something big. There it is, the sailfish again. Oh my goodness, that was huge.
Incredible. A bigger one. That one had a lot more height. It was a much bigger section, and it was probably a better connection with the grab.
I would say so. It was longer. You see the replay here, nice float. And then that big, powerful gouge, so nice variety. And then again, different angled snap, drift of the fin, so 4 different style turns. And then the clean finish right there on the rocks, and he kicks out. So again, that was excellent surfing in my eyes, and about the same size. Let's take a look at it again. Ton of speed. And then just picks the spot and just connects perfectly. I mean, that was huge. There it is, the grab. He did tickled the rail. That was awesome.
Scores in from the panel. Michel Bourez an 8.6.
Ooh.
Got the lead change. Numbers drifting in for the Stalefish reverse. Josh Kerr a 7.73. He's getting the message now that he saved himself with the most radical air game on tour. Going for that grab a couple times, adding the new school approach to take out the power surfing of Michel Bourez right at the buzzer. Kersey's into the quarterfinals.
What an entertaining heat. That was so fun to watch, especially when it comes down to the last few seconds and both surfers getting the opportunity. It's like the battle across the net. Dang, that was good stuff.
Amazing approach from Josh Kerr. Brings that new school element to the game and showing that you can still do one move on a stretched out point break and get massive numbers. If you know how to do a stale fish, it comes in handy as he'll take on Kelly Slater in the second quarterfinal.